Welcome back to Todd Family Farm. Good morning, y'all. It is a beautiful spring morning right now. It's supposed to be pretty warm the next couple days, actually, up in the 80s. Tomorrow's supposed to be like 88. So first day that it's really supposed to get up to almost 90, which is the perfect weather for what we're doing right now, which is making hay. So it's time for the first cutting of hay for the year. We actually mowed quite a bit down yesterday, and then I think we have some more to mow today, and then that's gonna be drying over the next few days, and we'll get it baled up either Sunday afternoon or Monday. So it's actually a little bit later than we wanted to mow hay. The grass is already headed out, which is not exactly what we wanted. We would have preferred to mow it down and bale it a little bit earlier, but we never had a good spell where there was no rain and it was good drying weather that we could bale hay. So finally got that. It rained on Wednesday night and it's supposed to rain again on Monday, I believe, but we should have a few days here where it's nice and warm and dry and sunny that we can mow the hay down, let it dry, rake it, and get it baled up. So that's the plan, that's what we're working on. And then the other thing that we have going on today is we are going to be getting some more pigs in. So if you've been following along, we're back to running our hog houses, and we have both buildings over at Papa's and Granny's filled up, and then we also have some down here in our building. We're going to be filling that building the rest of the way up today, and then that will be all the pigs that we're getting in for a while. We'll just be raising these up for a few months and then loading them out once they're big enough to go to the market. It's a lot to keep up with and all that, but it's going well, and the pigs are doing well. We're going to get that building filled up, and should be a good day today. So there's the tractor and mower right there. Right now though, y'all can come with me and I'll take you guys down, show you the hay that got mowed down yesterday, and also give you guys a little crop update because it's been a while since I gave you one, and the crop is doing very, very well. I'm gonna take four-wheeler. Here we go. Here we are down at the pond. So as you can see coming down here, we have quite a bit of hay. This got mowed down yesterday afternoon, so it hasn't had a ton of drying time yet. It's still pretty wet, as you can see, so it's very thick, and there's a lot of hay here, and it's got a lot of drying to do before it can be baled up. So the good news is we have very good drying days coming up, so it should be good to go before it rains again. The other thing I wanted to do while I was down here is give you guys a crop update. So here we are. This is our bean field, and I'll show you guys what the beans are looking like. As you can see, the beans are up good, and here's what they look like. So, oh, the lighting's kind of bad. Get over here. As you can see, they're up and doing very, very well. Looking good. So that's what the beans are looking like. It's been a little while since I gave you guys an update on these. And here we are at the cornfield. As you can see, the corn is also doing very, very well. It's growing and getting big. It has also grown a bunch since I last gave you guys an update, so. Emma is mowing the yard. We just got done going down to the pond and gathering up a little bit of that mowed hay and giving it to Buckshot and the 2 milk cows. They're enjoying that. And now I'm just kind of hanging out. You know, you sometimes have those days where you try to do one thing and then that just goes completely wrong. So you move on to trying to do a different thing and that thing also goes completely wrong. So then you just end up having a bunch of things that are like broken down and you have to fix, and it seems like nothing will go right. Well, today has kind of been one of those days. I was gonna weed eat, but our weed eater was not working. So yesterday, Dad spent quite a bit of time working on the weed eater, getting it to where it started good and ran. So then this morning I go to weed eat and it will not start. So we spend quite a while trying to get it to start. It just will not start. So we're gonna have to work on that some more. And so we gave up on the weed eater for a little bit and we went to try to start the 27 so we could go gather up hay, and the key had been left on all night and the battery was completely dead. It would not start. So it's just been a little bit of a running into some dead ends this morning, but we got a battery charger on the 27. We got it going again. We went and got some hay, put it into the cows and Buckshot, and we got that done. So it definitely can try your patience a little bit. It's always discouraging when things don't go right, but we're getting there. We're still managing to get some stuff done today. Got the animals some hay. Emma's mowing the yard. We'll work on the weed eater. That weed eater is just so difficult, but we'll get there eventually. Just gotta slowly make progress. The pigs will be here in about half an hour and we'll get those unloaded and just keep making progress as much as we can. Alrighty, y'all, the pigs are here, so we're gonna get started getting them unloaded. We got the pigs unloaded, had a little lunch break. Emma's back to mowing. You remember what I was talking about with the weed eater earlier? That weed eater was a very old weed eater. And every single year we have to work on it just to keep it running for that year. So it's just been having a lot of difficulties. Dad worked on it a bunch yesterday and then it would not work at all this morning. So Dad got 2 new weed eaters, so these should be much much better, and we have so much weed eating that needs done all around the farm. So it's really nice to have these. That'll run nicely. Lemuel's actually going to be running one. He's on the places where there's no worries of cutting off any plants or flowers or anything like that. So he's going to be running that little one around some easy to weed eat places, and then I'm going to be getting a bunch of stuff done. So I got a lot of work to get done. I'm going to get started. Emma's doing the mowing. This place is the worst place for weed eating because there's so many little bushes, but it's not my favorite job, but it's a good job to get done. So we're going to get started on this. working over there. I got a lot done. There's so much weed eating that needs to be done all over the place. But now I'm moving on to my least favorite section of the yard to weed eat, and that is this front yard because there's so many bushes and shrubs everywhere and it takes a long time. But we're gonna get to work and get this done. Good morning, y'all. It is a beautiful day. It's already getting warm this morning. We've been pretty busy. We went down and picked up another couple loads of hay for the milk cows and buckshot, and now we are going to be raking hay. So got the hay rake hooked up to the 27. We got a little bit of maintenance done, aired up the tires. We put some hydraulic oil in the 27 to make sure it had plenty, and now we are off to rake hay. So it's supposed to be like 90 degrees today. It's already warm and sunny, so great hay drying weather. And hopefully we can get this hay raked and dried so that we can get it up before it rains on Monday. So that's the plan. I got the whole crew with me today. We got Eliza back there and Lemuel, and we are getting along pretty good. So you can tell just by looking at it here that the hay has done a lot of drying since it was mowed. If you look here on top, it is nice and dry, but when you flip it over, it's still green underneath and still very wet. So we got to rake it, which just turns all the hay over, and that way the wet stuff underneath can dry, and then we'll rake it again after that has dried, and before we bale it, we'll get it all into bigger windrows and tighten it up. So that's right now, we're just flipping the hay over so it can continue drying. Hello everybody, it is now Sunday. We just got back from church a little while ago, and now we are getting to work on making hay this afternoon. So we have rain starting as early as 4:30 possibly, so we really need to get this hay all baled up before the rain gets here. As soon as we got home from church, Papa got started raking, so that's what he's doing now. He raked it twice yesterday. He's turning it over again. It's still got like just a tiny bit of moisture underneath it. It's pretty dry, just a little bit of moisture underneath some of it. So we're gonna get that flipped over so that can dry out. He's raking now. We're gonna get the baler hooked up, and we're gonna start baling hay very, very soon. So we're in kind of a get stuff done mode here because we are on a little bit of a time crunch to get this hay all baled up before this rain gets here. So hopefully things go smoothly and our equipment works with us and we can get it all done. Papa's getting started raking down at the pond. We're gonna get the baler hooked up here, so we need to get the sprayer out in order to do that. baler hooked up. Should be ready to go. We're gonna step down here and grab a quick bite of lunch, and then Dad's gonna get busy baling. The hay is looking good. Dad's got, it looks like 2 bales done so far. And Papa's moved on to the next location for raking. Alright, we're on our last spot for raking. I've been going with Papa and just helping him fold and unfold the hay rake. But if you can see, it's getting awful dark over that way, and there's even been a few sprinkles of rain here. So we're definitely, it's going to be tight getting this finished up, but hopefully we can get it all baled. Alright, the sky is getting darker. There has been some thunder and a few raindrops. We're just finishing up raking here, and Dad just got here with the baler. So, gonna get this finished up and call it a day and then let it rain. Y'all hear that?
Yep. Yeah.
It's raining.
Yep.
It's starting to. It's just a little sprinkle right now. Dad is finishing up at the last spot. It's over at the barn, and it shouldn't take him very long at all. It's just a little place. So, should be home in just a couple minutes, and that will be all of our hay baled up just in time. It's starting to rain. There's been some thunder going on and some lightning. I went down to the pond and tried to get some videos with the lightning and stuff, which it wasn't a lot, but you know, when you're a good YouTuber, that's what you do. When it starts doing lightning, you go get video. So that's what I did, and got a couple pictures and stuff, and we got all our hay baled up, which we are so thankful to have done. Just this little window that we tried hard to get it timed right, that we could get it mowed and raked and baled. It was a bunch of hay. We had some really good drying days though, and so it did end up working out that it was dry enough that we could bale it this afternoon, which we are very, very happy about. Got it all baled up, super thick hay, quite a few bales, and the equipment worked well. And we got it done just in time because it's starting to rain. So Dad's gonna get the baler home. and we're gonna get it put in the shed, get the shed closed up, and then we're gonna go inside and let it rain. It's been a good afternoon, and yeah, gonna get this equipment put away and head inside. Equipment is put away, machine shed's closed up. I'm gonna head inside. So that is gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed coming along. Once again, thank you so much for following along. It really means a lot. We will see you guys soon. Hopefully we have something going on that I can record and get a video out soon. But yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time.